All right, guys, we're going to throw some terms at you here on page 2. So when we talk about motion, there's going to be a lot of terminology that might be new. Some of it's familiar to you. But the first word, this is generally new for people. This is important, is magnitude. So we're going to have values such as displacement and velocity that have a direction. So just like you might say, I moved 5 meters west. Well, the magnitude is just that 5 meters. It's just the amount. It excludes the direction. So when they say, what is the magnitude of the displacement of the object? They're asking you, what is the absolute value? Okay. So it's just like absolute value. We just use a different term. So we're going to ignore any direction. No positive or negative, which would mean left or right. Remember to the last slide. Magnitude is just the amount of something. A lot of people like to read questions when they say, what is the magnitude of the displacement or magnitude of anything? And they're thinking that they're asking you for something called the magnitude. No, magnitude just means just report the value or the strength without any direction. So speaking of directions, we have a couple more words. We've got scalar and vector. So we can measure things that are have no direction. So something like time, you wouldn't say that it took you an hour to do your homework northwest, or it took you 60 seconds to walk to the mailbox south. Time is a scalar, and that means no direction. It's something that cannot have a direction with it. Time, your mass, what your mass is in kilograms or pounds, doesn't have a direction. Those are two examples. We'll have some more. And a vector quantity. The other side of the coin here is that there are a lot of things we can have a direction with. So a quantity that has a magnitude or a value with no direction is a vector quantity. So our big ones are going to be velocity, and displacement, which we'll see on the next slide. Okay, so those are some terms that you really have to know, and we'll get some practice with those a lot during this unit.